At first glance, there are many who might view the unceasing expanses of the Australian outback as some kind of colossal badland. But with the right kind of eyes, the outback is an incredibly rich and active place to experience. A place where every small detail has an age-old story to tell, and the travelling hands of time are imperceptibly working all around you.
Imagine growing up in a property like this where your backyard is as big as a European country or two, and having seen Mother Nature's jewellery boxed beneath the jagged outcrops back there in Chillago, just imagine what kind of geological wonder might exist in this backyard.
This is Robin Hood Station, just west of Forsyth, a tiny town in the heart of cattle country, a bit more than 400 kilometres from Cairns along the Savannah Way. Weighing in with 18,000 head of cattle on almost 1,300 square kilometres of land, this pristine slice of Savannah country has been hiding a secret that was only discovered in the 1990s. But that secret now has a name: Cobbald Gorge. While Simon Terry and his family have been farming this country for almost 150 years, it wasn't until he and a few mates set out for a weekend adventure that this incredible environment was discovered.
Friends of mine were camped here on the river, and we were intrigued by the further reaches of the gorge. Luckily, they had a little boat which allowed us to come up through here for the first time back in 1992.
What do you know about what formed all this?
It's a really interesting structure. Geologically, it's fascinating. Basically, what you're looking at is a freshwater seabed, which was an inland delta system fed by rivers and streams. And you can see the coarse river gravels here, and then overlaid by a layer of fine sediments. And this dates back to 165 million years old. So it's a record of time, basically.
Simon runs tours of the gorge every day, and they generally take about 3 hours. And thanks to his custom-built electric tinny, Mother Nature's craftwork, rendered in rock, is revealed bend by bend in eerie silence.
Every turn you took, you must have been thrilled.
Oh, we were just overwhelmed by the features in here, and it was there that the seed was sown that we should show other people and start developing a tourism business around this gorge.
Beyond these otherworldly rock formations, the Cobbald experience is one that is defined by its stillness, its silence, and the abundance of wildlife out here. But while Cobbald is a long way from anywhere, it caters to travellers of all types, be it RV, motorhome, caravan, campervan, camper trailer or tent. You can set up camp right there on the station, and all the amenities are laid on, making Cobbald Gorge a once-in-a-lifetime experience, millions of years in the making.
You know, there's plenty of gear that you can get to make caravanning easier. But let me tell you, there's one bit of gear that I would not leave home without, and that is a UHF radio. You know, when it comes to reversing your caravan, hand signals are great, but you know what can be even easier? A couple of these guys. They're not expensive and they might just save your marriage. It's all about staying in touch. You know, some caravanners might be offering tips about local road and track conditions or things to do around a town. And imagine being able to call up the driver of a road train on some long, lonely stretch of outback highway to let him know that you'd like to overtake. There are all sorts of UHF solutions out there, but at the very least, get yourself a couple of handheld units. These will give me a couple of kilometres of line-of-sight communications, and that's enough to keep me in touch with vanners and other road users. Oh, and one final tip. when you're using your radio, mind your language, because you just never know when little ears are tuning in.
And remember, our website, agadventures.com.au, has all the latest caravanning and four-wheel driving information ready and waiting for you to discover. Next, Queensland's epic Undara lava tubes.